Alright, so
I know my words are bright enough, I'm just not sure my voice is. I know my thoughts are strong enough, I'm just not sure my hands are. I know my soul is fast enough, I'm just not sure my heart is. I have the ends, just not the means.
A equal to B, when it's obvious to me that A is already equal to Z. Because the end is already beginning, because the beginning hasn't ended, and it's everything in between the alpha and the omega that truly matters the most. For you can't cope with high expectations.
Loneliness, dissonance with disdain. Life is not a musical. There must be something wrong with my brain. If I'm still relying on the same notions that poems carry the same weight as roses, that serenades are serendipitous enough to...
I do not make mistakes. I make choices resulting in a chorus of 1,000 resounding voices. It is not a noise that echoes through a heart. Empty ones have horrible acoustics, so I filled mine with passion and hopes of what will come instead of regret over things not done. But there are faults aren't my perfections, because mirrors aren't perfect. Mirrors only show what's there. Mirrors are a special type of glass, polished from the grains of a wool-laden sand that reflect light perfectly, so man uses them to understand imperfection. I am all too familiar with my imperfection.
I don't think they ever believed they would make it to this time of engineered peace. I haven't read all the entries, all the stories that led up to this. There's only one entry that ever really mattered. I turned to the first page.
In 16 years of being an awkward kid of dyspraxia, I became a lingual engineer, picking words with pinpoint precision, calculating the electricity needed to spit fire, creating the force to drive it air, to convince the world the mathematical formula for my success was better expressed.
And I can't, because that's what the hero is supposed to do, and everyone thinks I know how to keep control, because everyone trusts a man in a bat suit, nobody trusts a man in a boat. I've like this for so long. Alfred and Commissioner Golden don't even remember that I have these scars anymore. They don't question me anymore. No one fucking questions me anymore. So.
And 2 vinyl records, one labeled samples and one labeled commentary. And with the click switch of a needle spin brick, a pair of headsets took me back to a time I knew I cannot forget. I see you were diagnosed with a speech impediment in the 2nd grade. You have trouble with certain sounds. What they meant to say is that after so many years of speech therapy, they couldn't understand me, and I really should have known better by now.
the school is proof of my flashbulb memory, every story, a picture clear as day. I mean, it just happened yesterday, just last week, last month, last year. Man, I must be getting older. And I can't be that old. I'm 6 at heart. The only difference between me then and me now is that I now know that the mechanics behind bubble blowing is better expressed as a partial differential equation, and I still understand shit about relativity, but quantum mechanics never made more sense. The certainty of being uncertain, being okay, being in between. So against all the impossible odds, quantum tunnel your hands next to my heart, coax it back to sinus rhythm. If it ever stops beating, listen. Do you hear a heartbeat? Listen. Do you hear the words? Listen. Do you want to know how to describe our time here? Well, if you ask me how I got here, I do not know. Ask me where we're going, I do not know. But ask me what we do. We do this. And we do it well.